Believe it or not, Canadians also do invest in the stock market, and when it comes to investing in the stock market in Canada, there's only one real broker that I stand behind that I'll be talking about today. That's Questrade. I believe personally that Questrade is the best broker in Canada for 2019. And today I'm going to outline some reasons why I believe so, and I'm also going to talk about some drawbacks on the platform as well, so make sure to stick around if you are considering to open an account with Questrade. So they're an independent broker actually that has been servicing Canadians for over 20 years now, and they have quickly become the #1 independent broker in Canada. And really they offer two main services to their customers, self-directed investing or the Quest Wealth portfolios. And really I would not be personally looking at that Quest Wealth option personally, as this involves them actively managing your account for you. And while they do this, they charge you an additional 0.25% management fee on top of any ETF fees that you currently hold. And really, if you're a subscriber of this channel, if you're not, hit that subscribe button down below. You guys are pretty savvy when it comes to investing on your own, so there's absolutely no reason in my opinion to pay an institution a fee to manage your account when you're perfectly capable of doing it yourselves. And a self-directed account is just that. It's an account where you manage it yourself. You decide when you want to buy your stocks, you decide when you want to sell your stocks, and you make all the decisions on that account. So what exactly does this account entail? Well, you see, the first thing is that when you open the account, there's no account opening fees or closing fees when you decide to close it, if you decide to close it. You can have a margin account, a TFSA account, or an RSP account, and you don't have to pay any account fees for this. Some brokers do charge a fee quarterly for this, so it's nice to see that Questrade does not charge their customers that. They also have some of the lowest commissions for trades in the country. And if you're just buying ETFs here in Questrade, they actually don't charge you any commission on this. But the caveat here is that they do charge you a commission when you do plan to sell that ETF. So far so good. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button down below. But moving on, I just want to state that I'm not sponsored by them. But either way, if you do want to open an account with them, all you have to do here is, as you can see, you pick whatever account you want to open, whether that's TFSA, RSP, or margin. And once you select that account, you can actually have a section here to enter a referral code. So I do have a referral code. I'll pop it up here on the screen. This will give you $50 in commission credits for absolutely free. And if you don't want to type that in, there is a link in the description down below to Questrade with my affiliate link, and that'll auto-populate this referral code. So I strongly recommend using this because there's absolutely no drawback to you to use this referral code, and you're just going to kind of get some free money if you do plan to purchase stocks in Questrade. And once you're done this, boom, you're pretty much done. You just follow a few other steps. You enter your personal information, pick a user ID, and then the final step really is to fund your account. Now there is a slight drawback here, and that is that there is a minimum amount you need to put into your account to officially start trading, and that's $1,000. So if you do have under $1,000, there is another option that's up and coming here in Canada. I haven't talked about it on the channel, but if you do want to hear more about it, comment that down below. But as it stands right now, readily available to the masses, Questrade does stand as the best option if you have at least $1,000. Now, assuming you have $1,000, it's very easy to transfer money in. You could either just pay it directly from your bank account to your Questrade account, or you can transfer it in from another broker or institution. As you can see here, I'm transferring some money in from Manulife Financial. Very simple process. Questrade does everything for you. Just enter the information in there and they handle all the stuff in the back end. And currently, they are offering to cover any fees that the other broker charges you to transfer out, up to $150. So a lot of brokers charge anywhere between, say, $25 to $150 to transfer money out of that account. Questrade will completely reimburse you for that, so that's another bonus here. And if you are transferring your money directly from your bank account as, a payment, then you can expect this money to kind of be available in your account between 1 and 2 days max from my personal experience. So I guess that now brings us to the negatives of Questrade and why you may not want to have this broker as your main choice. So like I mentioned, you don't have instant access to your funds, at least not that I could find out. So when you transfer money in, you do have to wait a couple of days until that money is available. Now, if you're someone who keeps money in your bank account and you're just waiting for the opportunity to buy a stock when it dips, you're going to have to account for this because you're not going to be able to purchase it right away. There is going to be a waiting period. The next thing, of course, that we talked about is you need at least $1,000 to invest. I believe most people will be able to do this, but there are some younger investors like students who may not be able to. So I'm kind of disappointed in Questrade here that they aren't offering an option for students. And a third big drawback that not only applies to Questrade, but applies to pretty much every single Canadian broker is that even though the commission fees at Questrade are the cheapest in Canada, they're still expensive when you compare them to the US, when you have apps like Robinhood and Webull that offer $0 commission trades. When you look at Questrade's commission structure here, you can see that it isn't exactly cheap. When you buy a stock, it's $4.95 minimum per trade, up to a maximum of $9.95. When you buy ETFs, it's free, but when you sell those ETFs, there's the same cost as for stocks, so between $4.95 and $9.95. And options are also pretty expensive here at $9.95 as a base price, plus you pay an additional $1 for every contract that you buy or sell. So if you're planning to use Questrade for an active trading account like day trading, this is going to cost you a lot in commission fees. But what choice do you really have as a Canadian trying to day trade here in Canada? There isn't too many options, but there is, like I mentioned, one up and coming platform that may be offering commission-free trading. I did get early access to it, so I will be creating a video on that, so stay tuned for that because that will be coming out soon. So I guess that really covers the reasons why you may not want to consider Questrade, but really when it comes down to it and looking at all the available options here for Canadians, there's two main things that I like about Questrade and why I personally recommend it. The first thing is that their chat support is absolutely phenomenal. I've gone on chat for plenty of things, and they've always been available, they've always been ready to help, and they've always resolved my issues. I have no complaints with their support, and I think that's something that's core to any business, especially a brokerage that handles your money in this day and age. And the second big thing that Questrade offers that some other brokers do not is Norbert Gambit. Now, if you're not familiar with Norbert Gambit, there is a video that I created a while ago on that. I'll link it up above. But essentially, if you're an investor and you plan to purchase and sell US stocks, you definitely want to be using Norbert Gambit. It doesn't really cost you a lot extra, but it saves you a lot of money on those conversion fees. So check out that video because that's something that I personally use and something that I would recommend you use if you trade US stocks with Canadian dollars. So the question that kind of turns over to you. If you're a Canadian, are you using Questrade? If not, let me know why in the comment section down below. Either way, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one.